All right, Math 1, we are going to find x and y intercepts. When you're finding the x intercept, it's where the line crosses the x-axis. Any point that crosses the x-axis, this point right here is going to be 2, 0. This point is going to be 3, 0. This point right here is going to be -1, 0. Do you see a pattern? Y is 0. Okay? So anytime for your x-intercepts, okay, your y is always, or your y coordinate is always going to be 0. Okay, vice versa for the y-intercept. Let's look at the y, where it crosses the y-axis. This point right here on the y-axis is 0, 1, 2, 3. This point is 0, 2. This point down here is 0, -3. So anywhere where it crosses, see, where the line crosses the y-axis, your x is going to be equal. See how your x's are equal to 0? Okay. All right. So erase this and then show you how to do. All right. Let's do it. All right. So we're going to find the x-intercept first. So again, the x-intercept, your y coordinate is 0. So we're going to substitute 0 in for y and solve for x. Okay, so here we go. We got 0 in the place of y is equal to -4x plus 8. So solve for x because you're finding the x-intercept. So you're going to subtract 8 on both sides. This gives me a -8 is equal to -4x. To get x by itself, we're going to divide both sides by -4. -8 divided by -4 is going to give us a +2. So here, x is equal to a +2. So the ordered pair, where this line crosses the x-axis, is going to be, the x-intercept is going to be 2, 0. This is where this line is going to cross the x-axis. Let's do the y-intercept. All right, remember, if it crosses the y-axis, your x is equal to 0. So this time you're going to substitute 0 in for x. So this is the equation. You got y is equal to -4 times 0 plus 8. You're substituting 0 in for x. So y here is equal, this is gone, this is 0, and y is 8. So the ordered pair here is going to be 0, 8. Okay, this is going to be where the line crosses the y-axis. See, B here is equal to 8. B here is equal to 8. The y-intercept, where the line crosses the y-axis, is going to be 8. You could have just looked at what B is and it would have told you where it crosses the y-axis. All right, let's do another one. This is written in slope-intercept form, so this is the y-intercept automatically, okay? But we're going to solve. Let's do x-intercept first, okay? So again, if you're finding the x-intercept, y is equal to 0. You're going to substitute 0 for y and solve for x. So plug in 0 here for y. So we have 0 is equal to a -1/2 x plus 10. To get x by itself, I'm going to subtract 10 first. Okay, so this gives me -10 is equal to 1/2 x. To get rid of 1/2, you multiply both sides by the reciprocal. The reciprocal of -1/2 is -2/1, or -2. -2 times -10 is +20. So x is equal to +20. X is equal to a +20. So the x-intercept is going to be 20, 0. All right. Oops, I'm sorry. Lord of mercy. I'm so sorry, y'all. So I'm going to substitute. Let me do this one again. I'm going to substitute 0 in the place of y. So when I substitute 0 in the place of y, I get 0 is equal to 1/2, negative 1/2 x plus 10. To get x by itself, get rid of the 10 by subtracting 10. Then to get x by itself, you multiply by the reciprocal on both sides. And that's how I get x is equal to 20. Y-intercept. Remember, with the y-intercept, your x is equal to 0. So you're going to plug in 0 for x. So we got y is equal to negative 1/2 times 0 plus 10. 0 times any number is going to be 0, so this is gone. And so y is equal to 10. So my ordered pair is 0, 10. Remember, your y-intercept anyway, b is 10. Because it's written in y equals mx plus b. B is 10. So my y-intercept anyway was going to be 10. I'm going to do this one again. X-intercept. Remember, your x-intercept, that means that your y is equal to 0. So let's plug in 0 for y. So it's going to be 0 here equals negative 3x minus 12. To get x by itself, get rid of the minus 12 first by adding 12 on both sides. When you add 12 on both sides, this gives you 12 is equal to a negative 3x. To get x by itself, divide both sides by a negative 3. 12 divided by a negative 3 gives you a negative 4. So x is equal to negative 4. So your ordered pair is going to be negative 4, 0. That's your x-intercept. Okay, let's do the next one. Your y-intercept, your b is negative 12. Okay, I'm going to do it anyway. There's 2 ways to do it. All right, I'm going to substitute 0 in for x. Okay, so we have y is equal to negative 3 times 0 minus 12. Negative 3 times 0 is going to be 0. So y here is equal to a negative 12. So my ordered pair is going to be 0, negative 12. Okay, so on and so forth. All right, I'm going to go down and I'm going to do number 7. Do this again. Your x-intercept, that means your y is equal to 0. Any place where it crosses the x-axis, y is 0. Okay, so you're going to plug in 0 for y. So that's 3x plus 2 times 0. Put 0 in for y is equal to 6. All right, so now solve for x. This is gone. This is 0. So I got 3x is equal to 6. Divide both sides by 3. X here is equal to 2. So your ordered pair is 2, 0. Okay, so it crosses at 2, 0 on the x-axis. Let's do your y-intercept. Remember, when you're finding the y-intercept, x is equal to 0. So plug in 0 for x. So we got 3. You see right here, that's x. So it's 3 times 0 plus 2y is equal to 6. 3 times 0, that's going to be 0. To get y by itself, divide both sides by a positive 2. Y is equal to 3. So the ordered pair is going to be 0, 3. That's your y-intercept, 0, 3. Okay? Y is equal to 3. All right, let's do number 8. Doing the same thing again, okay? X-intercept, your y is equal to 0. If it crosses the x-axis, that means your y is 0. So let's plug in 0 for y. Negative 5x minus 5 times 0, put 0 in the place of y, is equal to 10. Negative 5 times 0 is going to be 0. Okay, we got negative 5x is equal to 10. All right, so we're going to divide both sides by a negative 5. We divide both sides by a negative 5, we get x is equal to a negative 2. So your ordered pair is negative 2, 0. Okay. Y-intercept. Your y-intercept is where your x is equal to 0. Okay? So we're going to plug in 0 for x. Negative 5 times 0 minus 5y is equal to 10. Solving for y. It's y-intercept. Negative 5 times 0, again, that's 0. So you're left with negative 5. Divide both sides by negative 5 to get y by itself. This gives you y is equal to a negative 2. So your ordered pair here is going to be 0, comma, negative 2. All right, so see if you can do the rest of these on your own. All right, and I will, if you have any questions, just let me know. All right, bye, y'all.